You know, say, if we really, me I try to say, Jamaican are no black people. Jamaican are no black people. Me think Jamaican are just Jamaican by themselves. Jamaican no black. Them are not African. Them no mix with nobody else. Jamaican are just Jamaican in a different class from everybody else. Jamaican no have no trace and nobody. Jamaican in a group by themselves. We can't look on the other race and say, you know, say Jamaican coming like them set of people. No, sir. Jamaican are just Jamaican. No African, no Caribbean island, no Haitian, just Jamaican. Yeah, man. You can't mix Jamaican with nothing else.
Yeah, welcome back again to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe, like and share, because here is where we break down the things most of the people are very afraid to talk about. So today we're going to talk about something very, very important, and it's about Jamaica. And what about Jamaica? Most people say Jamaica is not a race. Not all Jamaicans are black. So false. You ever noticed how people hear Jamaican and instantly picture a black person, a dreadlocks, and a class-skinned person? It's like the world boiled the whole country down to just one race, one look, one vibe. But let me tell you something straight. Jamaica is not a race, and not every Jamaican is black. That might sound surprising to some of you, but you've ever actually been to Jamaica or even just talk with a few of the real Jamaicans I mean, you'd realize real quick, it's way more diverse than people think. So without further ado, let's get into it and see the following video so that we can talk about the videos at the end of the video. Keep in touch.
You cannot tell the average Jamaican right now that they are African, even though 90% of the population is predominantly of African descent. You can tell the Indian that they are Indian, and they have a clear sense of what Indianness looks like and feels like. But you ask about the Africans, and then people look sideways at you and wonder if you're going mad, and have a retort ready for you to say, no, well, you're Jamaican, but if you came from Africa as corn and are planted in Jamaica or Trinidad or Tobago, you don't become peas, you're still corn. So it is, again, a disconnect between our past selves and our sense of history, and the loss of that sense to the reconstruction of ourselves in other people's image and likeness, and therefore that's the recipe for cognitive dissonance, a sort of madness in fact.
So there's a video going around of what appears to be a Chinese Jamaican woman really coming for black African people from Jamaica, particularly those of us who live foreign, yeah, in relation to issues of blackness, Africanness, and the possession of a passport or lack thereof. People are sending me this video and ask me what I have to say about it. And the reality is, I don't have nothing to say to she. Any non-African person from Jamaica or anywhere else in the world that has a problem with Africans from Jamaica, yard or foreign, asserting our Africanness and our blackness, that a feeding problem. This is not something that we should feel the need to justify, apologize for, or even explain, especially when you consider the colonial and neo-colonial experience of African Jamaicans and how that results in the migration of African Jamaicans, as well as the extent to which the colonizer attempted to sever us from a sense of heritage and a sense of culture. That alone tell you everything what you need to know about the mentality of the smaddy will make that the video there. So when I have nothing more to say about that except to affirm the teaching of Marcus Mosiah Garvey when Africans of his time were being challenged in relation to our affirmation and assertion of racial and cultural pride. Let contrary sentiments and cross opinions go to the winds. We are entitled to our own opinions and not obligated or bound by the opinions of others. Awo. Having said that, I was listening to Running African, hosted by Sister Kabo Ma'at Keru Wadeya, and she featured a story on some events and conversations that were taking place in Jamaica on this issue. Take a listen.
You notice that there is a big conversation going on here in Jamaica right now about Mark Golding and whether or not he's black or white. And you heard a response where, you know, we have all kinds of people, because the motto is out of many one. So this is what we're hearing now, right? That, we have Chinese Jamaican, we have Indian Jamaican, and so on. And the person who was speaking, I think it might have been Mr. Morgan himself, you know, called out every other race Jamaican apart from African Jamaican. That in itself was telling.
So it does seem, yes, that the African Jamaicans' assertion and affirmation of our Africanness does seem to make some people very, very uncomfortable, and we should be aware of this and what agenda it serves. But beyond that, make we assert our Africanness and our blackness without fear or favor, and not make nobody make you feel shame or make you feel like you do them something wrong when you assert your blackness and your Africanness. Our heritage and our culture cannot be bound by a passport and cannot be dictated to us by anybody other than ourselves if we are guided by the principle of self-determination.
I'm glad you asked this, because a lot of people believe that being Jamaican makes you black. It does not mean that. People really confuse race with nationality and ethnicity. So a few things. Race is completely a social construct. There is not a gene, a race gene. It cannot be traced in your DNA at all. Period. At all. Okay? So let's throw the race piece away, because I think that's where people get messed up. They instantly assume. So nationality is your country that you are a citizen of. That is your nationality, and your ethnicity is the culture. So you can be Jamaican in ethnicity and in nationality. You can be Chinese Jamaican. You can be African Jamaican. You can be Irish Jamaican. You can be Hindu Jamaican. You can be all of those things, but it does not make you black. And you're just as Jamaican in ethnicity and nationality. Or you could not be it in nationality. You could live in America, but your ethnicity, your background, your culture could be Jamaican, and you could be Asian Jamaican American because your nationality is American. I hope that helps for you. Nationality is the country that you are a citizen of. Ethnicity is your culture, your religion, like all of those pieces. That's your culture. And race, social construct, made up. People just want to label you.
I said, from once you have my skin color, you are an African. But most people in the Caribbean, if you tell a Jamaican, you are an African. No, me an African, I'm a Jamaican. No, you were taken from Africa. You've been a Barbados. No, I'm not I'm a Bajan. Listen, you are an African. We were all taken and scattered all across the earth. Time for you to come home, man. Time for you to come Africa.
Dear Black Americans, the motto of Jamaica is out of many, one people. And we do have a lot of Jamaicans in Jamaica and overseas who are not black. I know it's hard for you to wrap your head around this, but yeah, they do exist. And it's not a small portion of them either, it's a lot of them. I've been following this girl for about a week now, and most of her content has to do with explaining to people that yes, she's white and she's Jamaican. And most of the people who question her heritage are Black Americans. It's like them can't wrap them head around the concepts of why all Jamaicans are not black. You know, say the Black Jamaicans come from Africa just like the Black Americans. You didn't know, say, we were colonized by white people too, and you still have some descendants of the white people here, and you have white people who migrate here from Germany willingly ages ago and created descendants here. Did you know that? Holy for them. So when I stop trouble the girl about her heritage, yeah, she's Jamaican, born and grow in Jamaica, and she white. Her parents them come from Jamaica too, And more than likely, the grandparents are Jamaican too. They're here, quite a few of them. I thank you. Have yourself a great day.
Caribbeans are not black and shouldn't be celebrated during Black History Month. Now that I got your attention, I'm going to explain why this is incorrect. So to sum it up, I am in this group chat with some high school friends, you could say, and long story short, I guess they weren't happy about the Black History Month assembly and they voiced their opinion. I guess they didn't like the fact that this dance group called Creative Movement went up on stage and they were shaking their behinds or whatever to Afro beats and dance hall, and she said that actually has nothing to do with Black History Month, which is a celebration of black culture, and black as in... Since I am from a Caribbean descent, I said that she sounded ignorant, and I proceeded to tell her that African and West Indian culture is very important to black history. Yes, Caribbean and black culture are two different things, but at the end of the day, we're still the same thing and we're black. Both went through oppression, both went through discrimination, both went through slavery. Like, let's talk about it. Then she proceeds to say, Tiana, you're quite literally Caribbean American, not African American. Last time I checked, when I go to apply for a job or fill out any papers, I check off Black African American. Then this person also continues to say that Caribbean American History Month is in June and that we have a whole month to ourselves and to stop colonizing their month. Black History Month is not only to celebrate African Americans, but it's to celebrate all black people and their achievements that helped contribute to black history. Now, I'm not the smartest person, but I know enough about my history to educate others. And it says here that black Jamaicans have made a significant contribution to black history.
Bro, can someone please tell me why? This whole entire time, I thought all of Jamaica looked like this. But bro, I just literally saw a video of what Jamaica actually looks like. There's no freaking way, bro. There is no freaking way Jamaica looks like this. Let me show you. Wait, what? There's no way, bro. There is no way Jamaica looks like that. Since when?
Yeah, folks, welcome back again to my YouTube channel. I hope you have watched that video. It's very interesting and I know some of you have many things to comment. So you can reach out in the comment section. I promise I'll read them. Without wasting much time, look. Yes, most Jamaicans are black. That's very true. But that's not the whole story. There are Jamaicans who are Chinese. There are Jamaicans who are Indians, who are white. Even others are mixed and they're just as Jamaican as everyone else. Born there, raised there, and they speak patois, eat jack chicken. People tend to forget that Jamaica was colonized and enslaved and then filled with immigrants from all over. That's why the island motto is, out of many, one people. It wasn't just made up, it's literally the truth. So when someone says you don't look Jamaican, they're usually just showing how little they know about the Jamaican people. And the wild part is, some are non-black Jamaicans and have been on the island for generations, longer than some of the people who are even questioning their identity. So false, not all Jamaicans are black. Most are even Indians, Japanese, Jamaican in that case. So false, most of the people are not Jamaican. Most of them are not Jamaican. Yeah, you can comment on the comment section because it's very free. You are very free to talk about what you think about this topic because we're just educating ourselves. Nothing much, nothing, there's no beef about anything here about the Jamaican race. So, next time someone tells you, wait, you look Jamaican, just smile and say, tell me what Jamaican really look like. or even describe for me how Jamaicans look like. Because Jamaica isn't about a race, isn't about a skin. It's about your soul. It's about language. It's about music, resilience. It's about a people out of many, one people. That's not just a motto, that's the truth. And if you're still judging the people's nationality by how they look, how much melanin they have, maybe it's time to broaden your view, because Jamaica already has many races in it. So folks, until next time, let me know about your thoughts in the comment section, and don't forget to subscribe, like and share for more commentary like this and more educational movies and commentary like this. Until next time, big up yourself, Jamaican. Out of many, one people. God bless.